Sani Bonani, hello arty people, welcome to Concoction of Art Sessions with Lelo K right here on MCI TV. Yes, this is your art-based show and we set you up. This Women's Month we have a very special guest, but before we get into that, let me remind you to follow us on all social media platforms. Please do follow us on Facebook. It's at MCI TV, on Instagram, mci.tv, and on YouTube it's MCI TV. Our guest for today is a very special one, as I said. It's the Women's Month special guest. We brought you Xondi Khumalo, who is, her stage name is Xondi, and she is a musician and she studied music and she's been at it. She released a very, let me tell you right now, it's a hit. If you don't have it on your phone, you have a problem. The name of the song is Closer to My Heart. I'm falling deeper, deeper, harder, how feel. Okay, it's my favorite song anyway, okay? She's gonna sing it for us later. Maybe, we don't know. Let's welcome her to the show. Hello, Xondi.
Hi, Lelo. How are you doing?
I'm so excited. I'm good. How are you?
I'm awesome. I'm awesome.
Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for inviting me.
Our Women's Month special guest.
Hey.
How does that feel?
I think pressurizing more than anything.
Oh, wow.
I think it's a lot of pressure.
You think?
I feel like it just gave me a whole, you have a responsibility and the type of thing. Yeah.
Oh my God. I'm sorry if we put you in that situation.
I'm a woman. I don't think I have
a
choice.
Exactly. You're a woman. Yes. Speaking of Women's Month, what does Women's Month mean to you?
Oh, you know, I think before Women's Month we had this conversation, you know, going into Women's Month about what Women's Month is, and you know, not to disrespect anyone or anything like that, but personally speaking, for me, Women's Month, we celebrate it for what? If you understand what I'm saying. Right now, we live in a world where women are mafufura, leftovers. Right now, we've become meat. Because I'm talking about what's happening right now in our country. We're talking about statistics, assault,
absolutely,
domestic violence. How many cases do our police people deal with? How many cases are not even reported because of that thing? You know that I'm gonna report this and it's really not gonna do anything. But anyway, I'm gonna ramble. But anyway, you asked what Women's Month is for me. Honestly speaking, for me, Women's Month has become a month where I cry the most, where my heart breaks the most, where I think I pray the most, because I am a woman and I'm living in a world where it's become an inconvenience to be female, in a sense that you always have to introduce yourself when you walk into a place just because you're a woman, and you have to always justify the fact that you are female. It's something that you were born with and something that we're supposed to be okay with, because it's a natural thing. But we, this month has become such a heavy workload for me personally when I have to think about it, speak about it, because someone asked me the other day, but how do you feel? And I said, regarding Women's Month, I feel like it is salt put onto a wound that is already infected. You can take that any way you want to, but in short, I'd say we are celebrating tears, cries, riots. We are celebrating women who are still crying for the same thing, crying for the same rights, crying for the rights, I'm wrong. With the rights, we have the rights, but you're still crying to be taken as an equal, as a human, not even equal, a whole human being. It's as if women have become meat. That's the right word. Meat, meat, or a lesser human. Easier. We've become lesser human. Yes, we have all the rights. They're telling us, yes, you can do this and do that, you know, but once you walk in and you're doing that was supposed to be an okay thing for you to do, is a different ballgame. I was telling someone how many times I have to knock my knuckles. I have to be ready to fight. I have to have pepper spray. I have to have a knife. I have to always be protected. Just to go to a meeting. Just to go to a meeting, not even a club or anything, just a meeting where there are men. I still have to prepare myself for the unknown. because the unknown happens so often that it has become a known thing.
Yeah,
it's become it's not even an unknown anymore.
Yes,
you know that you're gonna walk into a room with men. Things might just happen.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm not saying that all men are like that. I'm just saying it has become such a big statistics and such a norm in our lives that every single time you're a woman, you have to walk out. It's a sense of I'm going to war. Even if you go into the nearest shop, it's war for you. It's war for you. You have to check what you're wearing. You have to check how you dress. Do I even have makeup? Because maybe if my eyeliner is wrong, I might attract the wrong person. Listen, for me, that's why I say Women's Month. It's as if, oh, I'm gonna get shot for this. It's as if we're being spit in our faces. Like, because we are celebrating what exactly? The fact that our rights are on a paper? Is that what we're celebrating?
There's nothing to celebrate.
Because right now we're living in a country that has such a huge rape statistic, and this is rapes that have been already reported.
Imagine.
Let's not talk about the ones that are not reported. Let's talk about the ones that are still happening right now, even after the reporting. Let's talk about our mothers who hide things that happen in the family. Let's talk about our fathers who go like, no, Nana, shh. Let's talk about that.
So I'm trying to make you a woman.
When you say what do you think about Women's Month? Like it hits the wrong spot, if it makes sense. I am grateful for all the rights we have. I'm grateful that we are able to speak now about how we feel. Thank you to the women of the 1950s that we are able to have a voice. But now it's time for that voice to implement something. You know what I mean? It's time for us to stand up and say, okay, cool, Warkinama, can you bite this? We need to be ready for that. We need to also, someone said to me, yes, there's a problem. Yes, there's a solution. But we're not dealing with what's the root of the problem. But in honest retrospect, we know what the root is. We know where the root is. And I was telling someone also, I keep telling people, I was telling someone that it's about time that we raise our own generation. We unlearn everything we've learned since wherever we come from and all the teaching and start a new generation, a new lineage. A new thinking, with a different mentality. Thank you. That's because I realized that the more we speak about it and we cry about it, it's not changing anything, because the children coming after us are still taught the same way that we were taught and our parents were taught. Now let's break that completely.
Absolutely.
I apologize to all my elders, but let's break that. That needs to be broken. We need to move from that.
We need to unlearn a whole lot.
We need to start with the boys and say, listen, this is how you treat a woman. The same way we keep saying, girls, this is how you dress, this is how you behave around men and elders. It's about time we treat the boys the same way.
I completely agree with that.
And then I believe that that's where we're gonna start healing that wound that we have, because it's not going to be an overnight thing. I'm very aware of that. Like, listen, women marched in 1950s, and we're still here today.
We marched too.
We did, but we're still here. So I think it's going to take time, like everything else, but it's something that's not impossible.
It's possible.
But all I'm going to say is Women's Month, it's a tough subject, man.
All right, I get it. I completely get it. I get it. Okay, so let's talk about Xondi. Let's talk about you now. Let's talk about
my favorite subject.
Oh my God! Let's do this. Let's talk about your background. Let's talk about Xondi growing up. How has it been for Xondi growing up?
I like saying I'm very privileged because I am. I grew up in a very strong Christian family. My mom and my dad are very huge prayer warriors. I grew up with that. That's my bread, butter, and water. Where whatever happens in life, I know where to turn to. And I was raised by strong parents also, and my aunts. Just having that. I grew up in a strong background, like strong women, strong men type of thing. And I think that's also where my voice comes from. And I'm from a family of singers, guys. My mother's side can sing their lungs out.
Oh my goodness. We need to bring them over here.
I don't like competition, guys.
Okay.
But anyway, that's my background. I come from a very strong upbringing. A bit sheltered, but You gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bit sheltered, but I do say every single day that I am thankful for the shelter, because I don't know where I'd be without that shelter, if you get what I'm saying. I do cry
completely.
a lot. I remember I used to cry a lot about, I don't have a story, you know.
Yeah.
People grew up in hard times, I didn't. Now I don't have a story. I seem boring. And then my mom once said, but you're not boring. The fact that you were sheltered can be your story. Why does every story have to have something heartbreaking?
Heartbreaking.
Something
Why?
So, yeah,
Why?
It's because, you know, in the industry we're so used to, you have to have some kind of sad story to make it, or to relate to people.
Yes.
So I used to, like, I grew up thinking that's what makes me boring, when in reality, actually, it's part of who I am. And what makes me the strong is because I was brought up a certain way, where there's strength and stability. To say, ooh, yeah, I'm not bragging. I'm just saying, you know, strength and stability is what raised me, and that's what gave me a voice. I wouldn't say there's anything traumatic that happened, or, you know, that happened in when I was growing up or anything. Listen, I'm just a girl from Brits, man.
Yeah.
Grew up from a good family, great family actually, strong people. I'm just grateful. There's really nothing else.
Really. Because there are people who actually make people feel guilty for coming from a privileged home.
I actually grew up with that guilt, where I couldn't say anything because I come from a privileged home. I can't open my mouth because they'll tell you, Marawena, you know, Marawena, you don't know what struggle is. What do you mean?
What do you mean? What do you mean? Like, so
So I did grow up with some kind of insecurity regarding my background, because I grew up okay, you know. Yes, we're not rich or anything, but I had everything I needed. I ate every day, 5 times a day. That's why I'm this big. But that's a conversation for another day. But you know, listen, I grew up good. I'm thankful to God. I'm thankful.
Yes,
that's all I can say.
That's great. So what inspired you to do music? Your family, your singing family?
Listen, let me be honest. On camera.
Okay, you guys.
I was forced into this.
Oh, okay. I didn't see that one.
Let me explain myself. Wait, let me explain myself. What had happened was, when I was 3 years old, I don't know what my dad heard, but he heard something, and then bought me a keyboard to do whatever he heard.
Okay.
And that's how it started. And then it became one of those, but this is your talent. I don't think there was a day where I sat down and said, but I could be a doctor. That makes sense, because I was bred into doing this, you know, singing every day, and my mom trained me. Listen, so like, I'm not saying I was forced in a bad way. I'm saying like that is my identity. Makes sense. There was nothing that inspired me to do. It became I am my own career. I am a musician. I am a vocalist. That's who I am. There's no inspiration around it. There's no something traumatic had to happen for me to start writing.
Start doing music.
I was born. And God gave me this gift when I was born, or before, I'm not sure when. But, you know, I was born and bred with this gift that my dad and my mom decided, you know what, let's nurture it. Let it be her identity. And I'm comfortable.
Right.
I'm lying, I'm not.
Oh,
but I'm grateful. It's never comfortable to be a musician.
Really? Why not?
Do you know the struggles of being a musician? Lelo, do you know the struggles of being a person in the entertainment industry? You should know.
Okay, yes, I do. I know that. I know
exactly.
That.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That I'm a musician. It's my identity, but it's just hard.
It's just hard in the game.
And I think also the trials and tribulations I come across. Yes, my inspiration. You know, the more I read something the other day where it says it's not how many times you've fallen, it's how many times you can still get up. Not even how many times you've gotten up, you can still get up. And I realized that I'm always getting up. I've counted the amount of times that I had to get up, and I realized that I'm still getting up. I'm still fighting that same battle, and I'm still gonna fight it until the day. Until you know, I meet my maker.
With you.
But it's a fight.
It's a fight. Absolutely. Because I mean, like, being I didn't even brief you on this one, but I'm just gonna go about it and ask you this. Being Ukondi, who says that it's difficult to be a musician, and what do you think? Okay, from what you said, you've fallen a couple of times. What was the reason behind you're falling a couple of times while you're in music?
It's easy, man. Things happen. Life happens, you know. Sometimes you just forget who you are, and then you fall into certain traps, like changing your image, changing your sound, changing who you are as a human being, because you're trying to chase an idea of what being a musician is, what being you know, a presenter is, what being an actress is. And like, I think that's why I kept on falling, because every time I got up, I'm like, but this is who I am. Why am I still falling into these things? But I'll keep falling because, you know, it gets hard, and then where it gets hard, it gets confusing, and that's what happens. Then you get confused, and then you lose yourself again. Then you have to retrack, drawing board again, come back again. Yes, but that's the only thing I'd say has kind of made me fall.
Made you fall. Okay, so like you know, like when artists most of the time when they fall, especially if you're already in the limelight, it's very difficult for them to come back. What do you think helped you or pushed you to be able to face people again and to be able to reintroduce yourself, or that you understand what I mean?
I understand what you're saying. Like I said, I have a strong family. Listen, I remember when I was still in varsity, I used to fall a lot, but not in a sense of I just kept on falling, in a sense of I just feel lost, you know, because then I was still trying to kind of find myself, you know, getting exposed to these new things, because I was a sheltered child, you know, so getting exposed to the world kind of like, you know, brought some kind of confusion and things. And I remember the first time I fell, I kept quiet and I just got up because I could get up. But then it happened a couple of times more, and then I realized that I forgot what was missing. And that was my relationship with God. And there was a point where I had lost it completely. And till today I say I thank my parents, because all I had to do that morning when I felt like the world has crushed me to the pits, when I felt like it's over now, my little sister called and she's like, hey, we miss you. And I packed my bags and went home. When I came back, I was a force of nature.
Right.
I was a force. You can't do nothing.
Nothing.
You can't touch me. And I realized that that's where my safe house is, you know. Going back home, going back to your roots.
Yes.
Re-identifying yourself, you know.
That
helped me a lot. And it's still helping me till today. One of my friends once said, you know, you're such a parents' baby, not even a mama's or daddy's, they're parents' baby, family baby. Like, I can't live without them, because I realized that they are my strength. They are the reason why I still keep going up, you know, standing up. You know, listen, the Kumala family.
They got you.
Shout out.
Shout out,
guys.
So, what does your music mean? What does your music talk about?
I wouldn't actually put it in a box per se of what it talks about, because I feel like it also depends on what I'm going through, things I'm seeing. I'm a storyteller per se. I write my music from the stories I hear or see. Like, all my music actually is so sad I don't have a life. But my love songs, my breakup songs, my songs are literally about my friends, my family, you know, things I've seen, because I don't really go through a lot, you know. But I'm an emotional person. So most of the time, whatever you feel, it imprints itself onto me. And then what happens is, when I'm seated alone, I become a character. I become, you know, the main character in the story, or I become you, let's say. I become you, and then that's how I write most of the time. Most of my songs are from that perspective, where I heard something, you were telling me something, and then as I'm sitting and I'm, you know, going through my day, you know, looking back, and then your story comes through, and then I'll be like, yo, that was so traumatic. And then all your emotions will just sit on me, and then it would literally, it always feels like I went through whatever you went through. And that's how I can actually be so emotional and so open and so so rounded with what I'm writing.
Yes,
and that's
absolutely.
it. Like honestly, except for Pagama, that was my story.
Okay.
But with my love songs, I've never been in love. I'm so sorry, God.
Jen?
At my age, I can
Okay.
but at my age, I've never fallen in love, but I've fallen in love with people who fallen in love. If that makes sense.
I get it.
The idea of love, you know. The bad and the good side, actually.
Yeah,
I enjoy the bad side a little bit more, but that's a story for another day.
Okay. Okay.
But so that's actually what my music means to me. It's a lot of saying what people feel and explaining. When you put people's feelings on writing or your own feelings on writing, it brings some kind of like what is that thing? An internal loop.
Okay, yes.
An eternal loop to that emotion. You can still visit it every single time, So that's what my music means to me. My music is literally a loop or an emotion I can just go back to. That's what it means. And I can't describe my music, Lelo. Like, I really can't.
Okay.
I'm one person. Someone asked me, what's your genre of music? I said, music is my genre.
Music is your genre.
Music is my genre. So I really can't describe it, but it's all storytelling. I love telling stories.
Yeah.
But that's it.
Okay. So is that how your creative process is like for like all your music?
Yes, not all. Sometimes, I'm just angry. I just woke up on the wrong side of the bed and I'm just like, or just on my phone. And then it creates something. But most of the time it's that storytelling. It's that emotion I felt from someone.
So you won 4 medals for singing and acting at the IPOP convention in Los Angeles, from California, United States of America.
Darling, say it again.
Like, did you ever, did it ever cross your mind that you would cross borders through your talents?
Yes. Listen, one of my goals since I started opening my mouth was to be able to cross borders, regardless of what I was doing. I'm a traveler. I'm a person who loves traveling inside the country, outside the country. So when I realized that actually music can do that, I started breeding it more. Because I was like, free trips.
Let's go.
So that's what happened. And of course, listen, IPOP, Gold Talent International, that agency pushed me. They are so great. I do thank them each and every single day. Like I think Nico and Paul know very well. But I like it was when something is surreal but it's so real.
Like
it's like, but I've seen this before, in my dreams. But so that, listen, I knew my voice was gonna take me somewhere.
Okay, by the way, sorry, I saw it in my dreams that one day Xondi is gonna come to Concoction of Art Sessions.
Look where we are.
No, like for real.
Really?
No, like really, like for real. Like immediately when the song started, I was like, Xondi. I was like, okay, I need to find the right way to approach her. But that's
you found me, girl. I'm here. I'm with you. But honestly speaking, Los Angeles was amazing.
Yes.
That convention was. When people say, but all you do is sing. That's you are gifted. You are born with it. It's not a lot of work.
Okay.
Let me tell you something. Listen, I was running in heels for 5 days.
What? Why are you running in heels?
Because it's a convention, meaning there's 10 things happening at one time and you need to be at 8 of them. Because I don't dance, but but I was singing and acting.
Yes.
So I had to do everything singing, everything acting. So the only time I had time to breathe was when there was dancing involved.
Okay.
And there was so many, there's so much work because now it's with industry professionals. It's with agents, who work for big companies, big production companies. You are just there and you have to look a specific way. You need to have your image intact while running to your next whatever next. And then also there's those callbacks when you need to meet the agents who called you back. Now, listen, girl, it was a lot of work, but I keep saying I don't think I've ever ran that much in my life. And I was running in heels.
Girl.
every day for 5 days.
Girl.
I really ate. I think I lost weight also, but I gained it back once I got to South Africa. But
Yes,
that's a story
girl,
for another
she got
day.
it back. She got it. Yes, that's. But like that's a very big achievement. You know, like that is huge. But what would you be doing if you were not doing music? Okay, let's say Jay, use your imagination right now.
Yeah.
Let's say your parents didn't introduce you to okay, not introduce you per se, but like push you
into music.
Yeah, push you into music. What would you be doing?
Honestly speaking, I always grew up saying I'm gonna be a biotechnician.
Oh.
Right?
Okay.
But obviously math and science had another
Okay,
story.
yeah, true, yeah.
So besides that, I would probably listen. I love money, so I'd probably be in business.
Yeah, I love money.
Listen. I'll be like tycoon.
Oh yeah, are you not in business though?
I am, but that's a story for another day.
Yeah. Okay.
But I'd be in business, especially regarding beauty and health.
Okay.
And let's not talk about my weight. I'm still healthy.
No, you're very healthy, girl.
Yeah, I know, but I'm very into skincare, into beauty, you know, so that's where I'd literally be, you know, I'd be in beauty.
Right?
But in business
Beautiful.
of beauty.
Yes, business of beauty. Yes, that's
yes.
very
I'd
important.
Cook. Or I'd cook. I'm a great cook.
Really?
I'm a great cook. People will tell you.
Wow. Okay.
People who've eaten my food will tell you I'm a great cook.
Okay, we should ask around about that. We should.
Gladly.
Not that I don't believe it.
Gladly.
That's
I'm
awesome.
joking, but that is, yeah. And my old brother said I'd also be, he actually asked this question, by the way. And he said, onto what I already said, he said I'd also be a motivational speaker.
Yes.
I don't know who lied to these people, but apparently I'm pretty good at that.
Yes.
One day.
Yes. You should try that. Yes. So you do modeling?
Yes.
I saw that on your Instagram bio.
Yes, I do.
Okay, what type of modeling? What kind of modeling are
Print,
you?
runway, because I have a fierce walk.
Okay.
Like, listen, I will walk.
Okay.
The
And you
throat
have
out of
beautiful
you.
hands. You should try parts modeling as well. I mean, you could advertise that ring. I'm playing. So you love runway?
Yes, runway, because I think runway is such a freeing thing. Like, I grew up watching it, you know, especially Victoria's Secret models and all that. So I didn't think I was gonna do modeling. I actually didn't model until last year because of Gold Talent International.
Oh, okay.
They saw the model in me. I didn't.
Okay.
I didn't.
Okay.
They saw it, and then I saw it.
And then you saw
and
it.
I knew I had a good walk. I didn't know it was marketable. That makes sense.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So and I knew I had a face, but I didn't think it was that good to be on print. But yes, I do modeling.
There are women who feel like because they are a bit bigger, they feel like they don't fit into modeling because they feel like plus size models they're only like, you know,
So,
you understand. And
I have a question.
yes.
I have a question. If you are plus size and you can't model, who's gonna model your clothes?
Oh yes, absolutely.
Who's gonna model plus? How are we gonna know that there's plus size clothes when there's no plus? Come on,
plus
guys.
size models.
Of course, we can model. It might not be as big, but it's growing as we speak.
It's growing. Yes.
It is so hectic. You go onto Instagram, plus size models.
Yes.
You go onto plus size.
Yes, that is
Listen,
so true.
we are starting to rule this world
That is
as
so
women.
beautiful.
You know, as women, we are already starting to rule it, run it. It is our time.
It is.
Thick, thin. Listen,
Njani.
you can
absolutely.
listen. I keep saying to people, you can do whatever you want. Just work for it.
Yeah, that's it.
Just work for it.
That's it. But you said women. You literally specified there. You were like plus size women.
Okay, no.
Okay.
I was not just making it like plus size women. I was just saying women in general. Right now,
women in general.
We have shifted to running things a lot.
Okay.
Because we are.
Okay.
Look at right now.
I mean, like, okay.
It's just women everywhere. Women are everywhere. You know, I'm just saying plus size women because I'm part of that community, you know. But I'm saying you, and
I also, you know what I meant? I meant like plus size, like men as well. I mean, there's no men in the plus size.
They are, girl.
Are they?
Are. It's just, I think also men also, I'm so sorry to say this, but men are very insecure also.
Okay.
You know? So they don't actually tap into such things as modeling and, you know, because they're bred different to how we are bred. That's why we don't touch that. Because I'm not a man.
Yeah.
But when I say plus size women, I'm talking about even in acting, you know, movie roles, you know, they were given to slimmer ladies, you know, with more chiseled chins and all that. Now they're giving to whoever is talented enough to carry that character, you know. Like Kali, plus size women were given the comedy roles, like where it's funny, where she's the best friend.
Yes.
You know, if you think and you're talented, go be the best friend.
Yes.
Not the main character.
You're that one.
Now, no, we are the main characters. Now we are the cover of the magazine, you know. Like, it's just, the industry is opening up slowly. It's taking time, but it's opening up and we're seeing it. Yeah. So I'm grateful for that.
Let's talk about Phakama. Phakama. As in, I'm like, Phakama. You know, tell us about that song.
Disclosure. I know this is probably gonna get me hit, but the producer will tell you, BMI will tell you, and JP will tell you that I wrote that song with Google Translate and a phone call from my Zulu friends.
Okay. Because
there were certain, you know how in African language you can't say things a certain way, you have to say it a different way to make sense.
Yes.
So I had a lot of problems with that because I'm from Brits, Northwest, where Rebuang Setswana. It's not even Setswana, it's Pitori. You know, we mix a lot of languages. So my tongue is not used to Nguni language, it's not used to Zulu or Xhosa. I was not raised speaking the language. Though it is my home, but I was not raised speaking the language, so I had to call Uzonke and, you know, call friends like, hey girl, I'm trying to say this and this and this. I had to go to Google to translate certain, but in Setswana it was free flowing because it's a tongue that I speak. That song, listen, that song is so personal to me. It's disgusting actually, because it talks about unlearning what I was taught, and actually standing up for each and every single thing that I believe in. Regardless of what's in front of me, I will bulldoze through anything. And that song came from that. It was even before I went to LA with iPop. It was because there were so many things that were blocking that journey, you know. Things like my visa was not ready. I had to go, my visa was not ready, it was postponed. This happened, the flight, you know, things just happened where Phakama was so relevant. Like when I wrote it from a deep, you know, deep banakant my soul. It was so bad. I know it, like, I remember I had to call my sister just to ask her certain things, you know, how to express myself in Setswana or Zulu in the right way where people would understand, and that's where Phakama is, and that's why it took me so long to write it, because it's so personal, right? It's so personal, and then I see how right now, even during the lockdown, it's one of the songs that has been on ringtones of my friends and my family, because people had to actually stand up. You know, people had to fight during this whole, you know, pandemic. You know, having to realize, oh my gosh, the world is at pause right now. How are we gonna get out of this? How are we gonna carry on? How are we gonna, you know, survive? And Phakama had, like, it has become so relevant to even people's life as we speak, because it speaks about what you're going through right now and how you're going to triumph. It talks about how we have triumphed from what we went through before. And it's such a personal song to me. It is so personal.
I get it.
It is so personal, actually.
I felt it deep within that.
Like it's so personal, girl. Like,
so you are preparing something, you know, like Ipinyana for us. You know, she's preparing something for us. Can you like tell us a little bit more, okay? Because like how you're not saying anything, it's just like, guys, EP coming soon, and we're like, okay, Mara, how something.
Guys, my EP, I'm still working on it because I am I don't want to say a perfectionist, but I'm so particular with how what I'm saying is going to be heard. That makes sense, right? Yes, I'm very like peculiar and particular. Like I like the finicky things of everything that I do. The details, sorry, oh, finicky. Hey, South African. The details of everything.
Hashtag finicky.
So the thing is, with my EP, it's taking so long because I'm moving from, you know, stages of emotions, stages of who I am, you know, and the EP is taking so long because now my writing is turning soir, and it will come out soon. I did not say when, I said soon. Soon means any day from today. Soon, or it's 10 years from now.
Not as soon.
That is none of your business. Soon, but it will be out soon, very soon actually. Yeah, I'm close to finishing the finicky things. But it's also, you know when you give people something to digest.
Yes.
It has to be something that you can digest and you can relate to that, you know. When your stomach goes, oh, you know.
We feel it, man.
Yeah, like, and we know music is a language of expression.
Yes, absolutely.
It's a language of expression. So whatever I'm gonna put out, it has to be something that 10 years, 20 years, 100 years from now, when someone hears it, they will be like, man,
this still
come
hits.
on,
This
you
still
know,
hit. Yeah.
come on.
Yeah.
Like from the words to the production, it has to be genuine. Like, and that's how I feel about music. So that's why it's taking so long to actually release the EP, because I have to just make sure that what I feel, you're gonna feel too.
So how is it for an independent artist in the industry?
It's a war. I'm not gonna tap into it. I'm just gonna end it. It's war.
It's war.
It's war.
That's sad. That's sad.
But that's real.
It's real. Very
real. I did
real.
say this industry is for fighters.
Yes,
you know?
absolutely.
This industry is for fighters, for hard workers, for fighters, people who are innovative, people who are artistic, people who are creative, people who are here to change ideas and idealisms.
Name.
It came by boat.
Yes. Skepe.
Yeah, but like that's it. Like I'm an independent artist. It's hard AF.
Yeah.
But it's, I don't know, like it wakes me up in the morning.
Right.
Like I'm so, like I keep saying I'm grateful.
Yes.
I'm even grateful for the hard times, because I know that once I'm at that stage where everything, I'm sitting down and looking at the sun, you know, sunset by a beach, chilling.
Yes.
When that happens, I'd know that I'd worked my ass off.
Yes.
My buttocks.
Yes.
Off.
Yes. Yes.
I've worked hard for it. And that's just it. It's hard being an independent artist. But why would it be easy?
I mean, usala we are pushing it.
Listen, girl.
Yeah, that's push, girl.
Until tum comes.
Bona.
Until pit comes.
Yes. Yes.
Until
Yeah.
pit comes.
Babotli. So where do you enjoy singing? What kind of environment? What
The
kind
shower.
Of course. Which song do you sing in the shower?
I'm not gonna do that.
Okay. Fine, we'll let it slide.
Let me think. I'm very, like I said earlier, I'm a very emotional person.
Yes.
So that also says I'm very intimate.
Yes.
So I enjoy intimate venues, like house concerts, you know, where people are just sitting drinking wine. I love that. That's my favorite spot, because that's when there's not a lot of things happening. There's not dramatic things happening around me. It's just me, most of the time, me and the guitar, me and the keyboard, me and the backtrack. But it's where I'm the most comfortable.
Okay.
You know, I don't care if there's 300,000 people there, but if it's me talking to you, that's, listen, I am
Jonga.
Bona, Sheba. I am within, I am
inside.
full. I am so full.
Guys.
Like, oh man,
Yes.
yes, I've done a couple of rowdy places, you know, events that are huge, but it's nice, but it comes with a lot of stress, right? Stress, because then you have to move a little bit because people are dancing,
of course.
People are drinking. You have to like,
throw
throw flip,
Yeah, but somebody said she can dance. What did she do? Okay, fine. Let's not expose you. Okay, fine.
This is not dancing. We all know that.
Come on.
To say it. But yeah, intimate spaces, man. I'm the type of girl you call when you're about to get busy.
Ooh, okay,
I'll be there to serenade the whole thing. I won't watch though, but I'll serenade. But yeah, intimate spaces.
I love her. You must too.
But yeah, I'm very intimate. I'm a very,
Yes.
So, and my songs are unfortunately very emotional. Such a drama queen.
No,
but
you're not.
It's who I am.
Yes.
I can't run away from it.
Yes.
But listen, even the venue, it has to be like candlelight, flowers,
and
wine, not gin and tonic.
Yes, Momo.
Wine,
champagne.
A little bit of love in there, and just people just there to listen to me because it is my show.
This is my show. You're still on Concoction of Arty.
You know what I mean? That's the type of thing. Because I do love expressing and speaking to people. I enjoy talking to people. I enjoy sharing emotions. So, that type of space.
To you.
Thank you. You should.
Now let's just. This is sensitive, ne? Especially for many artists out there, including myself. During this time, COVID-19. The whole pandemic came and it just did the things. So many dreams were crushed, so many things postponed, How has it affected you as Xondi Kumala? How has this whole pandemic affected you?
It's so weird because I think I have this conversation with myself every day. Because honestly, yes, it's been rough regarding gigs, performances, there's no place booking anyone right now unless you are, a hype person and then, it can air. But what I took out of this whole pandemic thing is God has given me time to sit down, reflect, and, introspection, self-introspection, to sit down, reflect and plan.
Yes.
I've done so much planning this whole time. Someone asked me, dude, you're so busy and it's lockdown. I'm like, no, it's not that I'm busy. It's just because I'm planning. Because there's one thing I'm sure of. This won't last forever.
Yes.
Now the question is, are you sitting at home and doing nothing? And then when this pandemic ends or when it fades or whatever, when we go back to our normal lives, are you still gonna be shocked?
Yes.
Because let me tell you something, guys. I keep saying this to people. It's a pandemic. Yes, we're under lockdown, but there's so much you can do. There's so many skills you can acquire
during this time.
Because right now, we live off of side hustles.
Yes.
You live off these. Right now was the time for you to acquire something that was gonna create some kind of income. Even when you didn't need to go to an office, you'd still create that income. And this was the time to sit down and plan that, where in case something like this ever happens again, what are you going to do?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And this pandemic for me was just one of those, God, you heard my prayers, I'm here planning, let's do this type of thing.
Yeah.
I don't think how many months, I can't count how much I've been just planning, replanning, re-identifying myself, shifting whatever I'm gonna do the minute everything opens up.
Yes, that's me.
Until Pitcom.
Yes.
I mean, I'm ready. I don't know about you, but I'm ready.
Oh, I'm so ready. I'm ready.
Yeah, so that's all. I'm sorry for anyone who's just been sitting and doing nothing. I really do feel sorry for them. But for everybody else, we've just been working.
Yes.
We've been working.
Yes.
Listen.
Absolutely. So now, final words from you. We don't want you to go. That's why we're keeping you here longer. What would you say to women out there?
I'm gonna face the camera now.
Yes,
not
please.
you.
Yes, please.
It's war. It's a jungle in the streets. I'm joking, guys. All I'm gonna say to women really is, who are you should be what you do. And because personally speaking, that's what kept me going for the longest time and keeps me going till today. So I would just say, you know, stand strong in what you believe in and in who you are. Keep doing whatever you love, because right now we are running these streets and we're gonna keep running these streets till beat home. So keep working, girl. Got this, Wumandla.
Wumandla. Yes, Wumandla.
Listen,
well,
we love men too.
We love you guys. Yes. No, yeah, we do. No, we love you. Yeah, yeah. It's just that it wasn't.
It's nothing
we're
personal,
not talking about
guys.
you right now, but
Right
yeah,
now.
we still love you. Okay. You're still chilling with Lelo K Precious and Xondi right here on Concoction of Art Sessions with Lelo K right here on MCI TV Betunana. So we are about to get something so special. Like, I'm so excited. She's about to perform for us, and she's about to perform Upakama Betunana. And I know you're gonna love this song. If you don't know this song, that's okay. Faka my headset, because like you're gonna love it. You're gonna love this because I do. I trust
love
that
it
you are
too.
gonna love it too. So I need you guys to please make sure that you follow us on all social media platforms. Do follow us on Facebook at MCI TV. Do follow us on Instagram, mci.tv, and do follow us on YouTube, MCI TV. Please, guys, like, subscribe, jonga, press the notification bell because we are gonna set you up when I'm on. Okay, make sure that you do everything that you guys to do. Share everything, okay? And hashtag for this particular episode, hashtag Women's Month special with Xondi. What do you think of that? I just made that up now. What do you think? What do you think?
Hashtag Pakam.
Hashtag Pakam. Okay, yeah, and that one as well. Hashtag Women's Month special with Xondi, and then hashtag Pakam. Use those hashtags, Jonga. Yes.
Don't forget it's only with an X.
With an I'm sorry, I forgot to remind them. Yes, with an X, guys. It's not only with the Q, okay? Okay, we're blabbing. We need to get it to it. We need to get to the performance. Stay tuned.
That you can do your waiting and spending yako. Lelo nditembe believe it. Faga imi bala, amapupenako. Everything is so. Faga imi bala, ipilweni yako. Uswipila. Everything you want to pursue is within you. Buscadrella moto wako that you can do. You're waiting out in this thing yako. Lelo nitembe believe it. Emela susi batambagama. Pillow poki paruna. Manda Phakama. Thank you very much.
Phakama. I wish I could sing, but I can't. Because I feel like in Phakame and clap hands for you, because I know they at home, they did that, and that was amazing.
Thank you so much.
That lifted my spirit, and I definitely am sure that it lifted yours as well. This is Xondi Khumalo, everybody. Oh my goodness, that was amazing. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me.
So what else do we look forward to from Xondi besides the EP?
Just follow me on all social media platforms. Guys.
Okay, yeah, where do we find you?
My IG is Xondi K, Xondi, it's with an X and K. My Twitter, Xondi_Khumalo. Facebook, Xondile Khumalo, and everything else, just XON to the D to the I.
Yes, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much, Lelo.
You are amazing. Okay, you are amazing. This was our Women's Month special guest, Xondi Khumalo. Everybody, my name is Lelo K Precious, and you were tuned into Concoction of Art Sessions with Lelo K right here on MCI TV. Do make sure that you follow us on all social media platforms. Follow us on Facebook, it's MCI TV, and follow us on Instagram at mci.tv, and follow us on YouTube as well, MCI TV. And I'm Lelo K Precious. Everywhere people like it's Lelo K Precious, that's where you find me, all right? This is Concoction of Art Sessions, your favorite art-based show. So you better press that subscribe button and that notification bell, because we are gonna set you up with everything art. You know, this is us right now signing out. Okay, bye bye.